channel. What's going on? It's been a minute. Taking a little bit of a break here. Hang on, let me grab some hydration here. Hopefully y'all are good. Happy Thursday, girl. Hopefully the mic is on this time and I'm not going to screw it up. Do better, do better. Wow, what's up? Hopefully you guys are nice and warm wherever you guys are. Sun is melting for you northerners, and everything is looking great and growing. Some holes over here whatsoever, of course, but we still got some herbs like always. We'll be grabbing some more this week. We still got some trees here, folks. No, I am not out of business. We are still rocking and rolling over here. Kiwi is running like a mad woman. She just got a rabies vaccine. Yay! And gearing up to get her fixed. May 6th is the big day. What's up, girly? That is the day that she goes in. But talk to us about some trees. I know. All right, here we go. What do we got today? Still got some seedlings of the cherry of the Rios, which they'll be grafted later on, more than likely. I do got to tie this bad boy up. A cardinal basil action for you. Very, very nice. Like an anise flavor. I got to tie that up. Noni trees. I got 2 of them. This guy is not hitting me back. He tells me he wants them, and now he's out of sight. Of course, it's the way it goes. Probably end up taking deposits before I start grabbing trees for people, because they hit you up and then they never return. And then you're like, come on, I got your tree. And then you're stuck selling the tree. But listen, this is the way business works, right? We'll go ahead and we got Karen Michelle, just showing you a couple that we do have. Still got some 3 gallons, and we'll be getting some more. Harvest Moon is still here. Juicy Peach, that elbow dripper, got 2 of them. Kathy, which I will show you as well. I'm excited about a new one. Julie, Pineapple Pleasure. Got a few. Venus and Sugarloaf. All kinds of different ones in here. New flush on this old Sugarloaf. I like the nice color on that. A little bit of a purple hue to it. Very, very nice. But what else? We got some few avocados. These 2 are over here fighting each other. Been mulching over here, getting some more ground cover, just because, man, it goes by fast. It starts breaking down, and before you know it, it's that time again. So, ooh la la with that ooh la la color on there. Look at that. Beautiful colors. Brognons are already fading off. They're turning a little bit hardened, or they're getting to that adult stage of leaf, more of that green. But anyways, ooh la las are going off now. So still got a few, actually 1 more Wirtz and 2 winter Mexicans. Cold hardy avocados for you northern growers up here. Choquette's hanging on to a few. 7 gallon. Not that I would recommend. Excuse me. Not that I would recommend. But allowing this to go ahead and hold. Choquette's a large avocado. You got 3 more. It's very windy today, folks, and dry over here in 9P. I mean, all of Florida is going through it right now. But yes, they're saying Monday or Sunday or Monday for some rain, so we'll find out. The old double graft here, the Oro Negro and Russell, even though it got a little bit of bug pressure, starting to show off on some new growth, so stoked about that. No, I don't spray these trees for bugs. Nope. I try not to really interfere, but if I have to, you know, if there's ants or something like that, that's a whole different monster, man. I will get in there and keep the ants off of them, because black sooty mold will be there, the aphids and all the rest, but all these older leaves just picking them off. Anyways, I can show you some other stuff. We got a little bit of time here before hopefully someone shows up. If I have to split, then so be it, and it'll be a short live, folks. Don't worry, there'll be more. This little black zapote, they all flowered up. It's Matt Snow. And if no one wants it, trust me, I have big plans for this one, because, oh yeah, look at my hand, it's swollen. I got hit by a wasp. Let me show you the comparison. Yeah, yesterday I was trimming up some Mexicans, and yeah, dude, I got hit like right in there, so it swelled me up pretty good. The difference. No, I'm not allergic to it. It was one of those things. I got in their area. I was trimming them along the fence and just walking through. It was like sunset, trimming, and all of a sudden I didn't even see the wasp. It just kind of started stinging real bad and was like, well, oh, let's go in here. Started stinging, so I kind of put 2 and 2 together, but I didn't see the culprit. It could have been anything. Could have been a brown recluse, and my hand's going to fall off. Who knows? No, I have no idea, but I'm assuming that it was a wasp. Honeybees aren't going to swell me up like that. I got tagged by a honeybee in my head the other day, just in the shade house. I got peppers coming. Jabos are popping off. Hang on here. And some of them are taking, some of them not so much. I got one over here that's not liking the transition. I think it was way too small, so now she's starting to show me that she's not happy. Got many more in here though, but I will be grafting those into maybe that matte snow. Here's another one that didn't like the transition. Not all of them are going to be winners, folks. I'm sorry. That's just a numbers game, right? You put them in there, you baby them a little bit, give them the food and the water that they need, and they're off into the races. Some will make it and be off and great, and others, maybe not so much. Thank you. Thank you. Can you hear me? Is that better? Oh, man. All right. I think we got it now. Thank you for telling me there about the sound. I don't know what happened there, if I hit it on accident or what, but all right. Good thing this is the free version, guys. If you pay for it, if you want to start, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not going to do a paid version and promise you better results than this. No, because I'll still screw up. That is by the way it works. That's just what happens, folks. This one over here, I attacked it with, this was just a regular starfruit seedling that I attacked with Carry Starfruit scions, and 2 out of the 3 are already showing some promising growth. We'll find out. Oh, these mosquitoes are gnarly today. Got a little cat graft on there that's still green. The new little growth already pushed out and then died off, but still very confident that it'll hold. Still pretty green. So, and that's yes, that's a multi-graft. It is a Venus and a cat, or CAC, and this is the rootstock there. The Venus is down over here. But am I going to still make them? Although they say, that they're not recommended. Yeah, we're still going to make them. They just have to go to select growers. Not everyone is meant to grow. Here's the white jabo that I did on the Sabara, taken off right there as well. Not everyone. Can you hear me now? Yep. All right. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's probably gonna have to work better. I don't know why the sound is not working. The mic is dying on me. I will have to charge it. Well, I'm gonna have to enunciate a little bit and speak up a little bit, right? But anyways, dang it, sorry, already going through audio issues, right? So this is why you don't pay for this, because I'm still working out the kinks. My first starfruit graft should be for sale here shortly for that GTN exclusive. Bum, 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 bum. That's the first one I've ever done. Pretty proud of it. Stripped off all of these down below, but if you want it, you know where to find it. 215 North Parkman. Come on. What am I going to charge for my first graft? Oh, man, it's sentimental, man. It means so much to me. You know what I mean? It could be $1,000, but no. We got to be nice with people. We got to spread the love, right? So nothing too crazy. First little graft, it's in a 1 gallon, almost a 2 gallon pot there. You do $30 for it. For the first person that shows up and says, let me get that GTN exclusive, we got you. We got a few more coming. So these are all other little carries that I went ahead and created, and they're slowly but surely popping. Sorry about the audio for the first 11 minutes. Here we go again. Welcome back. Here's some more that I created, but in little 6-inch pots. I just have to up pot them here once they kick off, but we got more working. What are we holding back over here? Still got mangoes, or did they get taken? No, we still got them. We got them in jail, folks, because we will not have any fruit fondling up in here. We know all y'all like them to sit there and caress and rub on fruits, but listen, the idea is to come here, buy your trees, and you take them home and fondle your fruits. These are not meant for fondling. These are very seedly fruits that we want to hold as many as possible. But if every person came in here and held them and took photos with them, then I wouldn't have many. So I did bag them up for the most part. Not all of them. Glenn can hold, a bunch on there, so I'm not going to waste a bunch of bags on Glenn, although I did bag a few. That it's fun to grab and tug on the bag, so did I lose a few? Yeah, I did. You get those metal mesh bags. Amazon. And be careful, man, because what happens is some of these were from last year, and the metal in there will stab you right in the finger. There's cheap metal. I mean, there's tons of different there's a few companies that will make them or whatever, but be careful. Right here, here's a good example. They will jack your fingers up. So when you're handling them, use some gloves or be careful, because those little ends, I got metal filings in my right hand, and I'm taking them out with tweezers. But hey, what are you doing? Yeah, see what she's doing? Going right after the mangoes. I caught you in action. Here's a winner. Oh. Not all are winners, folks. Some do not take. You know what I mean? Not all of these are destined for greatness. Okay, and once you learn how to graft, you're going to realize that you do lose. You do lose some to the numbers game. Some will take, some will not. Hang on, let me get you in here. And these darn squirrels, man, they are. Look at this hole right here. They come in here and just plant all kinds of acorns and all kinds of seeds all through here. But I dropped them over here. I'll graft some trees, put them over here, and see how they do. Some will take off and some will flake off. No growth on those. This one's good. So if they're good, then we can attach more and keep it moving, or just cut it. But that looks pretty good. That is dwarf tie or tie dwarf, however you want to call that. There's another good one there. I went ahead and made on the top. We're talking mangoes, we talking mulberries. Man, we talk it all. We do it all. No one trick pony. Don't paint myself in the corners, and that's why I don't label myself as just one thing. What about the love? Look at this panicle with nothing on there. Did they fall off? Were they ripped off? Were they eaten off? We don't know. So what I'll do is just come in here and trim them off. This wind has been really tough lately, and been blocking off a lot of, or knocking off a lot of my little fruits, but also because the trees are pretty small as well. So hang on, let me show you what Venus is holding over here on this side. 2, bagging 1 just for now, and then 1 baby one in there, 2 down low, which, man, that I don't like allowing them to rock so low. I will end up tying that up a little bit more just because of this one through here. She's over there, and once she takes these corners, maybe I can put some pots here or something like that. Maybe I can do that as well. I don't know. I got options, but this one is, she's a destroyer, y'all. She does not care. She is a bull in China shop. We still got a bunch of, well, I don't want to say a bunch anymore. Some of them are falling off or getting eaten off of Glenn's. Take that one off. Powdery mildew, yes, it got it. You know, you can see it on some of the tips there, but it still held. It still did okay. All right, Glenn is a hitter. Here's one that disappointed me. It was the old sugar loaf here because, well, I disappointed myself by trying to bag it. It only had 1, and it was yay big. Threw it down here, and now it's gone. Yay big. I was putting on the bag, and it, boom, broke off inside the bag, so never went that. Pineapple, or pina colada, we got 2 little babies in this bag. There was another on the back, but it fell off. Ugly Betty, rocking 2. 1 there, and 1 in this metal one here. None on this little Ceci, which it's all right. I was gonna move her, but now I need her to go ahead and cover up this little Pickering over here. Did have a bunch, and now it's maybe gonna, we get 3 off of that, I'll be pretty stoked. Whatever. This one here, the Early Bird Especial, that's not gonna hold, but I want her to go ahead and flake it off. This one is Rosy Gold, and that's rocking 3. There's 1 on the back over there. Yeah, it's 3 on there. Bagged 1. They're super tight on this one, but I'm gonna leave it. And then 1 over there, which kind of close to this little mesh there. I don't want it breaking off. Sunrise with 2 little babies that we don't know if they're gonna hang on or not. What are they gonna do? I don't know. They get a little bit of powdery mildew as well, but they're babies. Here's the one you gotta worry about. This is the one. All right, these 2 here is the Maria Mango. All right, for the ones that don't know, no, this is just for show, right? But this one, not gonna work, not gonna, these are already turning yellow. I don't peel those off. I'm gonna allow them to go ahead and flake off like this one did. This one here is holding on to 2, which I don't like. I wish it was just the 1 per, because these are big mangoes, folks. Big mangoes. This one's got 1 baby yellow one, and it's not gonna hold, and nothing up top. But guess what you don't see? Powdery mildew. Okay, now I'm not saying that she doesn't get it. Okay, I'm not gonna make those claims. I'm just saying that I haven't seen it on here. Okay, none of my trees have powdery mildew, as in the Maria mangoes, right? That's the only 2, and this panicle over here is already, I don't know, that one's yellow, maybe and maybe, but I'm just gonna wait. I do not want to go ahead and flake this off. Maybe 1 out of 3, even though they're yellow. That top one right there. Come on. If this baby gives me 2 at the very end, I will be very, very happy. Uh-oh, we got a new one, folks. You see that? Uh-oh, little Groomy Chama finally went ahead and gave me some fruit after 3 years of having her. Beautiful blooms. And I love that new foliage. Very beautiful in the sun. And this one's down there chewing on something, so yay. What do we got? We got cherries. We got cherries. Look at this. Uh-oh. Now we gotta eat one of these. I had 1 more. So what happened? 1, 2. Oh. All right, let's have one. Tell you guys how it tastes. I had one before, but it wasn't as good as this one. This one doesn't have any blemishes, no issues. And this is the one that I wrapped. I had to take this one and wrap this one. This one does not like the cold. Hence why she's now got a nice little companion over here, little white zapote. Crazy? I know. Yes, I am. I'm gonna tuck it up in here, get it real tight. This will grow up over, and I'll end up trimming this, using it to graft the whole deal. I don't know, maybe even move it later. Who knows, folks? Listen, we're growing together over here, and we're working it out. The only thing is that my yard is different than your yard, and guess what? It gets cold over here. Little Grumi Chama. Big seed in them. With an orange flesh. Sweet. Complex flavor. Not really. Towards the end on the skin. Not bad. Ooh, like a little spice. Like a little allspice type of, I don't know. Very light though. Not like a Suriname spice. But nope. I will definitely grow that one out. And we'll get more. But is the wait worth it? It's another it's another cherry that can be grown here. You know what I mean? And this is young right now. Do I judge it by the first fruit? Right now, I guess I am, yes. Let me get out of the sun because my phone will overheat and there goes the whole entire lot. Not bad, not bad. Is it better than Cherry the Rio? I don't know, man. That's a whole nother fruit fight. And maybe, just maybe, we'll make that happen for you. Look at all these little spiders in there. Yay. This one's Peach Cobbler. Hanging on to a few. Flowered out a bunch, but really just a few here and there. But I haven't had that one yet. One little coconut cream in the bag. A few avocados are already hanging. What's up, little babies? White mulberry still kicking off a few. If you like that sweet, sweet fruit. This one, I had to tie her up because she kept falling over and over and over. Who is she? Look at this. Just wants to hold so many. She is an overachiever. That sweet orange cola crush. Sweet tart. Bad little tree, man. It is worth having. It's worth having. I grafted this little seedling because it smells so nice. This one, oh, Juicy Peach, the elbow dripper. Still got more coming. This one got powdery mildew. It did. Look, you can see it right there. Nope, didn't spray it. It's okay. She'll pull through. She'll hold or she won't. That's the way we work it up here. If she works, she holds, and we will tell you about it. But if she doesn't, then exactly that. We don't get fruit, and we'll tell you about it. Angie with the whole new flush. I thought we were getting flowers. I was excited for you Angie fans, but we just got nice, beautiful flushes, which is necessary too. We do need it to grow, get a little bit bigger next year, baby girl. Uh-oh, what do you have here? You already know. It's got a little bit of a blemish on there, which that doesn't bother me at all. Who is this? Y'all remember the two corner hitters, old Lemon Zest? This one still got some gnarly action up on top, but it's all right. To show that she's holding 3 from Jump Street, it's greatly appreciated. That's a beautiful mango right there. And then the one next to her neighbor's like, I'm gonna push just one little dirty fruit, and maybe it'll fall off. And that's okay. This is why you get 2 trees if you like them. Get more than one, because one could act a little funny. Oh, there's one more on the backside. See that? Surprise, surprise. Get 2 trees if you like it, right? Because one tree could be great, and your next tree, not so great. Savannah Cherry, nothing yet. Still got some Shangri-La's pumping out a few fruit. Sassy, look at that. New growth. Let me get out of the sun because I can feel it heating up. All that fruit. And maybe 1 or 2 more holding on the top there. Can't wait to have that one this year. Sacha Inchi, kicking off a bunch of new growth. Peanut plant, or the peanut vine, Inca peanut. Haven't had it before, but it's getting pretty tall up there. If I can keep her alive, maybe we can get some peanuts up in here. Karen Michelle with the ruffles, look at that. Tiny in a 7-gallon. And then we got the Romanias. Uh-oh. Got a few good things to say and a few bad things, right? Well, we'll start with the good. The good is we got blooms. Oh, we got them. Are any of them holding though? Well, some of them are very young and they're still just kicking off. So, but these little trees are showing you that it's possible. Can we do it, folks? This is what we've been waiting for. I think so. I think you keep them alive, you keep them well fed. That's the way she works. And look at I want you to look at something really quick. Look at the leaves on here. Look at the way that they're shaped, right? And these are the ones that are flowering. All right, let me show you this one over here as well. This one doesn't have many blooms, but again, this one's got a little bit rounder leaves, kind of tossed in there. All right, this one over here, nice flower right there, if you can see that. Looks like a little banana pepper, but yeah, it's about to open up here in just a few. This one, she's holding as well. This was one of the first ones. Oh, there's one right there. Good time to hand pollinate. I don't have the brush with me, but they say that these are pretty self-fertile and that they will hang on to a few of them on their own. Thing is, these are heavy fruits, which, don't worry, I'll figure it out. If I got to put a bamboo stake on there, we're getting fruit out of here. If it'll hold, trust me, I'm gonna make it happen. Now, in the most organic sense, right? I'm not gonna push these to make it happen. Not my style. You can tell just by how they're growing that they're not all leggy and lanky. You know, if I stop feeding them, really, they would still be fine. But anyways, this one right here, nice and rounded. Then you come to this one, and I thought for sure, I went ahead and up-potted what I thought was a female, and I was like, yes, put her in a big pot. And then you show up and you get these nice and sharp leaves, and I'm like, where are your flowers here, lady? For what I thought, but now I'm starting to think that this is more of a dude. Yeah, I got a male Rollinia over here, because these are all seedlings, so I guess it works that way. You just roll the dice. They're not rounded. Totally different shape. And what do you do with it? Do you need it for cross-pollination? How? If it doesn't shoot off flowers, right? Or, yeah, I have to look this one up. It's one of those. Because all the rest of them have rounded leaves. Look at that. Big difference. Those are very sharp with no flowers. And this one doesn't have any flowers either, which, it's my baby girl. I was like, come on, man. Look at this. I gave her a new pot. Look at that rootstock. Come on. I don't know if you can see that, but that looks like mama holding a baby. Oh, let me move my hand. You see the little baby right there? And then there's a hand kind of tucking her in. This arm right here is wrapping around. You see that. You see that. I know you do. Very unique. We got passion fruit rocking over here, putting on a bunch of blooms and some fruit. And we want it so much that, man, I plan on growing it more places, and we tell you exactly why. Well, these are getting a little bit of scab on there, but insides will still be great. The squirrels are jacking me over here. They're taking all my money. So therefore, here's another one, and it doesn't have, this one's a female as well. I guess I got to put a little support on that, but no blooms on this one. What is blooming is Lisa Atamoya. Uh-oh. What if I cross-pollinate that with a Rollinia? If that thing opens up, cross-pollinate it. There's a couple more little baby blooms. Cross-pollinate it and see what we get. I don't know. I'm out here having fun this year. Something happens and I cross-pollinate it. Uh-oh. What are we doing here? This is what we were talking about. A little passion fruit. I'm going to work it along here. This was made for the chickens, a little chicken run, but I figured it wasn't coming anytime soon. So, just like I ran it up along this oak, And now she's flowering. We need some, because this is basically for the squirrels. The squirrels will jack me over here, but that's fine. It's like a sacrificial passion fruit for them. We need some rain, y'all. Yes, it is dry back here. Hand water for the most part. There is irrigation, like drippers for this stuff, but I do still come back over here and give them some water. A little jujube, just one branch. The last of it broke or died back. Went through withdrawals. It went back. It started saying, help me, help me. I didn't, and now I get one branch right now. It's fine. It's very hardy, and they will come back. And this little M4 is still hanging in there. Gave it some more mulch, and it's fine because it's over here by this irrigation head. So, but anyways, yeah, I'm not doing chickens anytime soon. The city is tripping, man. I can only have four birds for as much money as I'm going to blow on there. I'm like, no, not worth it. If I was in unincorporated, it's a whole different thing. So I have the netting for this that it came with. I just got this from Amazon. But what I'll do is just run passion fruit over it. I don't know. Grow something on it. Use it as a trellis. VP wanting to hold on to a few, but I don't know if she's with it. I already dropped the one that's over here. She had one hanging, but I think she's scared this year. I don't think she wants to put on a 3-pound fruit on this tiny little tree. She wants to wait for next year. Who knows? Maybe that will be. And then just popping new grafts down here. This one is a sweet tart graft, and that's a seedling, sweet tart seedling. Whether it's poly or it's a hybrid, I went ahead and wrote it on it. These little turpentines are holding a few fruits. We're gonna go ahead and find out if they truly are or not. Hopefully, I still have a connection here. Mulberries are still kicking. The everbearings are doing their everbearing business. Just dumping fruit, and kiwis down here eating them all. Rain, rain, and more rain. Yes, there's coconuts all over the place because I put them up over here and kiwi chews on them. Connect 4 is looking great. I went ahead and gave it a little coconut barrier and some more mulch. I'm just giving them some H2O, lemon zest, put on a new flush up top. Waiting for the rest to catch up. This little seedling's got some gnarly growth to it, but we're gonna wait and see. Maybe that would just be the new flavor right there. Who knows? All seedlings, 1 foot apart. Man, am I making mistakes. Good mistakes. Happy little mistakes, like Bob Ross would say there. Lancetia has a graft that's still green, already pushing right there. What is it? I forget. Might be K3 seed. Yep, castor. I didn't cover it just because I figured it had a little bit of shade. Normally I would cover that with some aluminum foil, but it seems to be green and taking off. Everyone is different, and sometimes I cover, sometimes I do not. Here's the old Cherry de Rio, flowered up. She hasn't flowered this hard before. Last year, oh, got a little spider action over here. Last year she only gave us, I don't know, maybe a little bit over a half a dozen of them. But this year, maybe this will be her year. Maybe give us a few more. But these are excellent. Small meat on there. You're not going to fill up on it. Don't think you're going to feed the whole family on there. I got a few more kicking off in there. Look at these. They're already going through fast. These are Suriname cherries. And I didn't think most people were going to like these, but I honestly will tell you that these are quite good. They don't have that same piney flavor. If you get them when they're really, really ripe and red. Now, honestly, I like the ones from the ground the best. Those are the sweetest. And the ants, for the most part, don't mess with them, which is wild. The ants don't eat them. Uh-oh, I know. But this little tree is stacked with them. And the flavor is not bad at all. I do have 2 different types. The other one that I have is this one over here. I'll just chuck the seeds down below. And little seedlings I'll plant out later. Meanwhile, it's holding. Here's the other variety. And what's unique about this one is These, let's see if that one's ready. Wants to hold. I don't want to pluck them off. I want them to kind of fall off on their own. Hang on here. How about that one? Right there, that's a little bit better. This one has a small seed and more meat. This one, and it's still a Suriname. Hang on here. I bit almost all the way through it. Usually, it's a monster seed. Look at that little baby seed in there. If any, hang on. No seed. Oh, wait, hang on. Nope. Dude. I almost chewed all the way through it. Tiny little seed. Straight meat. Now, it doesn't produce a ton. And literally, we've been waiting 4 years for fruit. 4 years for fruit. There is a few more in here. But it's more meat compared to that one that's all seed. A little bit more of that piney flavor that you would, most people would complain about. But honestly, people that come by and they taste it, they're pretty stoked. I've actually sold a few of the trees, which I would have thought that this is the Barbados over here flowered up. I'm trying to see if there's any that's mature. But yeah, people are really digging the Surinames. Even the kids that I thought that would have kicked me in the nuts for giving them one, they didn't. So pretty fun. Hey, if you dig it, I will grow them. Not everyone likes them. But yes, look at all this beautiful closeness. I like my trees close. Look at all this. Because if you want to be a pruner, then you're going to have to. Well, if you want them close, then you're going to have to prune. That is how this works. If you don't want to prune, keep them away, 20, 30 feet, whatever you want. And where are you growing? Everyone keeps saying, what's the rules? How far do we have to plant them? Well, where are you? Where do you live? I'm up north, right on that line of having stuff and losing everything, right? So therefore, I have to plant really close, in my opinion. We'll find out if this works. But if you live down south, well, persimmon with some flowers, trying to see if there's anything holding as of yet. If you live down south where you can grow mangoes, then yes. And you have the room, yes, 15, 20 feet, whatever your heart, wants. But up here where I am, here's what I'm doing. These are my truths in my yard. I don't know about your yard. I don't know about what is recommended for your area, your zone. I can tell you about my area and what I'm actually finding results in my yard, right? This is what this channel is kind of about, is showing you ups and downs of growing up here in 9B, and if this high density style is working or not, right? So far, so good, but I'm out here every day. I am a helicopter plant parer. Yes, I'm out here daily, watching, observing, pruning, moving, 7 days. Yeah, 7 days. Even on my days off, I'm still out here at least walking through, making sure everything is all right. Seedling in the shade, it's never gonna grow. Watch me. And this is Mexicans, so I can just prune it all the way back. It's fine. It's just basically cover. I'll come in here and trim it up, and it'll be lovely. That close to a Shangri-La, yeah, we're gonna make it happen. Prune, prune, and more prune. Anyways, I just wanted to jump on here. Oh, sugar apples, now coming back. Look at all these little baby flowers coming. I don't know if you can see them. Baby little flowers. But I'll start hand pollinating those as well. Who knows, maybe cross pollinate with something else. But I am making more of the Thai dwarf, so hang with me and we'll have some more for next year. And if this one's not great, which this one's, excuse me, Sri Kambangan, if she's not the greatest, then out she goes and another mango goes in. If I have to hedge my mangoes out here, then I will totally do it. I don't see why not. I will definitely have more mangoes growing out here. I am dropping more into the earth as we speak. But I want to taste new varieties. I want to see what happens and where we are. It sucks. I'm a nursery, so I have to kind of have that disclaimer of saying, yeah, I wear different hats. I'm not just a nursery that's out here pushing trees. I'm a real grower, and I want you to know that, what's successful up here and what's working and what isn't. But seedlings, if you're going into the ground, may more than likely be the way, because it can take the cold and there's no graft point, which is usually the worst part of the freezes here. This one's getting some wasp action. This little miracle fruit, Batanga tuba, holding a few blooms. This one I still haven't had yet. Still waiting on that. And then the yellow Groomy Chama. Nothing on this one yet. I didn't wrap her tight like the purple one. I know. She's probably upset. She's probably like, dude, you don't love me the same. I'm a rare fruit and you left me out here. But I'm sorry. Can't baby them all, folks. Can't baby them all. But anyways, it's a hot day. Y'all stay hydrated. Get outside and work. If you don't work, you ain't gonna eat, man. Stop relying on the system to feed y'all, man. Y'all gotta, not if you want real food, right? You want real food, it's hog plum. It's just now starting to wake up there. But if you want real food, you're gonna have to grow it yourself, folks. Grow it yourself. Well, if you want the top-notch food, right? This one's going back to the owner, old Bumpy. Bumpy is going back to the rightful owner because his Bumpy is not looking great. He's thinking that it's not the laurel wilt, the ambrosia beetle. He looked it up and it had some, what's up, girly? He looked it up, so therefore he says that it's probably a damage of the cold and that beetle. So hey, this grafted tree right here, all right, mama, this grafted tree is gonna save save the Bumpy. So let's do it. I'm gonna take the one on down here, graft this one to back it up, and then off she goes. Look at this beautiful. What is she? Isn't she lovely? Look at this. This is the old foliage, right before this last flush right there. Tiny little leaves compared to what we know she can do, right? Like that's, you're like, all right, that's pretty good. And then she goes and just dumps huge monster leaves on y'all. I mean, come on. And then she's gonna eat them. Don't eat them. Don't eat them. Look at this. Who is she? We gotta know. This is the Maria mango. You already know. They say don't graft brown to green. Why would you, hang on, I'm using her back. Why would you do that? Why would you graft that? Well, it was a Hail Mary. I don't know why I did it, but it worked. Is she peeling away from it? Yeah, it was a lot tighter before, but now a little bit towards the back, but she's holding, she's growing, and she's gonna show y'all that she's a winner. She is a winner, folks, I'm telling you. Big mango, big fruit. If you want big mango with big flavors, just wait a few years. I will be releasing her a little bit at a time, but research is still necessary. And I gotta eat some of these fruits before I can let her go. The white Jabo's putting on a ton of new leaves, which is beautiful. This is a little rescue from a neighbor. Went ahead and gave her a nice trim. Bunch of peat, gave her the old Adams Especial, and mulched it on the top. Something different, and now she's sitting in a little bit of water. That way she stays wet. But we'll see. All the little Jabos are slowly but surely looking good. Still no fruit, no flowers yet. What are you waiting for? I know. We're working. Dang it. Of course. What is that? The leaf-footed bug? Adult version? No, leave them. Man, I will pluck them off. That one I don't pluck off. Those are friends, right? Well, I spooked her. Strawberry trees or the cotton candy fruit. Starting to wake. Got a bunch of little blooms on there. CAC. That cack attack. Got a few working on here. That bloom doesn't look too great. Yeah, dusted right off. Yep. I got one holding there with a couple of babies. Nothing up top there. This one also got a little PM, man. Powdery mildew. Look at that. You can see it. Not much, but hey. And listen, this is my results up here, North Florida, right? I don't know where you got, what type of spores you got working around you. We all got environmental issues all around us, depending on where you're at. If you got pollution of some sort, if you got someone over there spraying stuff, who knows? But we all got different stuff, so these trees will grow differently, in my opinion. Who knows? That's why more research is necessary. We need these trees to go everywhere. Everywhere? Why not? If M4 can grow up in Canada, grow it. It's an excellent mango. Here we go again. I know. Look at this thing. But just look. She just wants to be great. All you have to do is let her. That's it. The game is simple, folks. You set her and forget her. Just wants to hold. She wants to hold your hand. Look at this. Bro, I can't make this up. No, I'm not juicing. No, I'm not giving her anything. No, the Heisenberg has never touched her roots. Well, maybe back in the day, you know? And then I took her from there and I got her off the streets and gave her a good life. And now look, being great, folks. Little things, right? Don't have to juice your trees to get a little bit of fruit, all right? But it is your tree. You do whatever you want with your food. I'm not telling no one to stop eating fast food because I don't eat it. Listen, if you want it, you eat it. It is a legal, free world where you can eat whatever you want. That is you, right? You can juice your trees, do whatever, right? Oh. To me, you start off with it. It's like training wheels, right? For new gardeners, you say, hey, I've never grown this before. I've never done this before, so let me just use, something to go ahead and not cheat, because it's not cheating. It's minerals. It is a little variegated katuk I just sunk in there. But you use it for what you need it for. If you're just learning, by all means, if you need that attaboy or attagirl to start with, use it. It's okay. We all started with that. I'm still technically using it here, okay, but not on my food. And I tell people all the time, it's to start with and then get them off of it and give them something organic. I don't create my soil. I don't have that type of operation here, so it does have some fertilizer in it, but you wean them off of that stuff. It's not how you start them, it's how you finish them. Sea kelp is an amazing foliar feed. I will give them that at least weekly, okay? What is it? And that's not my serum. I got that from, I'll tell you straight up, from Mr. Gary from Laguna Hills Nursery. He does sea kelp, fish emulsion, and molasses he'll spray. I withhold on the molasses. I will do sea kelp and sea kelp. And the sea kelp by itself is literally like a green spray paint. It looks like that. It feels that way. You will watch your yellow leaves, okay? In the morning, you'll spray it whenever you spray it, and we'll give it a few hours and come back and you'll go, whoa, is this the same tree? It looks artificial, but it's just absorbing all of those trace minerals into their leaves. Now, am I going to tell you, what the dosage and this and that? No. You, by all means, you use it, try it. It is organic, okay? So I use it on everything for the most part, and kind of slows the withdrawals down, okay? And these are taking full sun over here. They do get a little bit of shade, but yeah, listen, the more you know, the more you grow, the better you do. Listen, 1% better daily. Like, don't stress. Obviously, we're trying to grow the best we can. If S hits the fan and we all got to start tripling and getting the most we can for food because we're starving, then it's a whole different ball game, right? Then maybe I jump on and start giving them the the juice, right? The Heisenberg. Maybe I jump in there, but I don't feel that I have to right now. I think there's plenty of food, and I think that the low and slow like barbecue works for me. Okay, we got some H Adapitas creeping in. See them working. But yes, some of these are gnarly, man. They grow fast in this stuff. I know the difference. Once you do this for a little bit, whoa, you're off into the races too fast. Too fast, too strong, too big, not always created for plants. Look at that. It gets leggy, lanky. Why are you beating on your own stuff? You're trashing I'm telling you the truth. I can see it, dude. You'd almost have to reset it down here. But This is what happens. We all like to see great results, you know. Being honest, folks, it's the industry, right? We always like to see the biggest fruit, right? When we go and we buy whatever, we want the biggest. It comes with a price. But anyways, folks, you go and do you. I'm out of here. I'm going to go and take a break. But love you. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time, folks, let's grow together. And we'll have another video here shortly this week. So till next time. Thank you. Later.